My name is Melanie Sue, 13 Grenadier Drive in Mahwah. I am the spokesperson for the committee to recall Mayor William Laforet. On January 8th, the committee notified the town clerk of our intention to circulate a petition so that residents would have the option to vote to remove Mayor Laforet from office in this November's election. On January 19th, the town clerk approved our petition, and we began collecting signatures. We were given 160 days to gather the signatures of 25% of Mahwah's registered voters, which comes to a total of 4,170 signatures that were needed. We're proud to announce that we have now submitted our petition in excess of over 5,000 signatures. This represents over 30% of the town's registered voters, more than the amount needed to put the question on the ballot, and many more than the number of people who voted for the mayor in the last election. It's clear that Mahwah voters want the opportunity to decide if William Laforet deserves to continue being the mayor of Mahwah. We feel confident after talking to thousands of residents that we already know the answer, and the answer is that he is not deserving of it. The town clerk is now in the 10-day process of reviewing the submitted signatures, after which the petition will be accepted, and the mayor can choose to challenge the petition or resign. The mayor has a certain amount of time to do so, and if he does neither, then the question goes on the ballot. According to our attorney, and has been our position throughout this campaign, the recall question will appear on the November ballot along with candidates for the office of mayor. If the recall question is successful, then the elected replacement will take office immediately. I would like to personally thank the numerous volunteers who have worked tirelessly for the last 160 days, and especially their families who have sacrificed to make this a success. I'd also like to thank all the residents who took the time to talk to us and learn about the issues and sign the petition. The overwhelming support and encouragement from this community was a constant source of inspiration for us throughout this difficult task. But I'd like to share one of the most disturbing things that we found going door to door. It was how many residents were afraid to sign because they were worried of retaliation from the mayor. In light of the accusations against the mayor in the Ed Sinclair lawsuit, and the numerous anecdotes from citizens who have been targeted by the mayor, we appreciate those concerns. Now that the question can appear on the November ballot, those 437 people that we spoke to who are afraid can freely vote their conscience without fear. In response to the filing of our petition, signed by an overwhelming number of voters, the mayor has tried to spin this as an act of the Township Council in retaliation for his standing up for civil rights. He is not being honest with people. The petition was started by a group of concerned citizens in Mahwah who had enough of the lies, distortions, partisan bickering, incompetence, and failed leadership, not the town council. As for his claims for standing up for civil rights, you might want to ask the family of Ed Sinclair or the merchants who supported his opponents about the mayor protecting their civil rights. Ask the residents, elected officials, and first responders that he's blocked from access to information and participation in public forums how they feel about their civil rights being violated by our mayor. Listen to the footage of council meetings where he has been repeatedly called out for violating the rights of residents. He has embroiled this town in multiple legal battles and has undermined the town's legal positions and defamed its reputation through his repeated lies and statements to the press against the interest of this town and against the advice of our attorney. Whether it's arrogance, ignorance, or political ambition, This mayor clearly thinks he's above the law. Anyone who has the contempt for the Constitution and his own residents that Bill Laforet has shown does not deserve to be mayor. There are many of us who believe the mayor's actions are guided by the unlimited political ambition of him and his party politicians that support him. We believe his ambitions far exceed his intellect, his leadership abilities, and his commitment to the Township of Mahwah and its people. We are hopeful that in light of this recall, the mayor will reassess his ambition and his values and do the right thing for the people of Mahwah and resign. It's time for this town to get the leadership it deserves. It's time for this town to be led by people who want to work together for the common good and not for their own agendas or ambitions. This recall should serve as a reminder to every elected official that they first and foremost serve the people. In closing, I would like to remind the press that I am the only authorized spokesperson for the committee to recall Mayor William Laforet, and the only outlets for statements by us are our webpage, recallmayorlaforet.com, and our Facebook page. We disavow statements by any other persons or outlets claiming to speak on our behalf. My sincere hope is that better days lie ahead for Mahwah. Thank you.